Hello, family. Thanks for checking out my video. If this is your first time here, my name is Jonathan, and I created this channel as a way to record my progress as I work towards my goal of losing 300 pounds in 3 years. Today is February 1st, 2023, and this is the end of my 27th month on my diet challenge. And what is that diet challenge? Well, in 2020, I found myself over 500 pounds. I was suffering from sleep apnea. I had swelling around my calves and my ankles. I was constantly fatigued, and I was slowly eating myself into an early grave. And so that's why I decided to challenge myself to do some things I had never done before. The first challenge was to focus on losing weight and regaining my health for longer than I had ever done before. In the past, I had seen weight loss success many times, but it was never sustained. I always went back to my old habits and would inevitably end up back where I started, and usually worse, getting up to over 500 pounds. So that's why I decided to challenge myself to focus on my health and well-being for 3 years. And over the past couple years, I've realized that what I was doing before was I was going from these diets of excess to these diets of near starvation. And I wasn't finding that right balance. And what I needed to do was find a diet that allows me to eat a healthy amount of food so I can be sustained, but also keep my calories in check. And then the second aspect of my challenge was to get to a weight that I never really thought was feasible. Many times in the past, I would try to lose, 50 pounds or get under 300 pounds. And many times I would succeed. I would get there and I'd start waving the victory trophy over my head, shouting, I've conquered my obesity. But in reality, I was just a less fat version of myself. I wasn't really healthy. And I don't think I ever really thought that being a healthy weight was possible for me. But it is possible. It's possible for all of us. We can all reach our ideal weight. We just can't reach it by eating the things that we used to eat. So, with those challenges in mind, I started this challenge to help keep me accountable. And so far, it's worked. When I started this challenge, I didn't know how I was going to eat. I just knew that I needed to eat differently than I had been. And, in the past, I had had some success with water fasting, and I knew that that would be the best way for me to get the initial weight off. So I decided to attempt a 30-day water fast. And while water fasting, my goal was to research as much as possible about diet so that I would be eating a better diet after I fasted than before I fasted. And I saw great success with my weight loss while fasting, and I was able to push myself far beyond what I thought was possible. And I fasted for 42 days. And in that time, I was able to lose 90 pounds. I went from 520 to 430 pounds in 42 days. Um, but like I said, while I was fasting, I wanted to research about ways of eating. And I was also concerned about refeeding after fasting. So I was doing a lot of research about what the best way to refeed after the fast would be. And that's when I came across information about the True North Clinic. And they do medically supervised water fasting, and they have their patients eat a whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, sugar-free diet. And I thought to myself, I've tried everything else. I've done the pills, I've done the gadgets, I've done the meetings. I might as well try and give a whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, sugar-free diet at least a shot. And immediately I saw the benefits of this way of eating. For the first 11 months, the weight just flew off of me. And I was able to end my first year of my challenge down 200 of the 300 pounds that I had set out as my goal. And the second year, though, was a bit rockier for me. I made some choices that slowed down my weight loss progress, but I really look at the second year as the year I learned the most about myself. The first year I learned the most about this diet and this way of eating, but the second year I learned the most about myself. And I think that is because I had never been on a diet for that long. I'd never been on a diet for more than 10 months. So there's a lot of psychological aspects of being on a diet for that long that set in. And, you have to work through that. But I learned a big thing that I had to learn during the second year was that the diet that I'm eating to lose weight, the diet that I'm eating right now, is the same diet that I'm going to eat when I get to my goal weight. And that is not the case for any other diet that I had done before. Every other diet was you eat this way until you get to your goal weight, and then you get to eat more of this, or you get to have this treat once you get to your goal weight. And that's not the way it has to be. And that's not the way that this diet works. The other things that I learned is that one poor food choice isn't going to ruin your diet. And staying on a diet is so much easier when you're full, when you get to eat a volume of low calorie dense foods. You don't have cravings all day for the high dopamine foods that I did in the past when I was on diets. And in the end, at the end of the second year, I was still able to lose 25 to 30 pounds throughout that year. So it was a success, in my opinion, even though it wasn't as successful as the first year. But now we're in the final year, and it's going to start getting exciting now. I'm working my way down towards my goal. About 3 months back, I recommitted to eating the whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, sugar-free diet, and it's been paying off. We started incorporating an increase of non-starchy vegetables into our diet as well, and the weight loss benefits have been tremendous. And so that brings us to today, day 823, week 117, month 27 of my 3-year challenge to lose 300 pounds. Last week, I weighed in at 278.2 pounds. That's the lightest I've weighed since I was 17 years old. It's just amazing how my body feels being this light. So I'm going to go ahead and hop on the scale and see how I did this past week. $277.4. That is a 0.8 pound weight loss for the week, and that is awesome. I the last few weeks I've been losing a great amount of weight. I had lost 4 pounds 2 weeks ago, and then 1.5 pounds last week. So losing over 5 pounds the 2 previous weeks, and then losing almost 1 pound again today. It's been amazing. And I really have to attribute all of my weight loss from the beginning to eating a whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, sugar-free diet. And I plan to continue to eat this way until I reach my goal. Thank you guys for checking out this update and my 27-month weigh-in. I'm very excited about the last 9 months here and reaching my goal, and then spending the rest of my life at a healthy weight. Thank you for checking out this update. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you get subscribed to the channel. If you've not clicked on the bell icon, click on the bell icon so you get alerted when I go live or post new videos. If you've not liked this video and commented down below, make sure you do that. And last but not least, if you have not started your diet yet, get started right now. There's nothing coming up that's more important than your health and your overall well-being. There's nobody that reaches their goals, looks back and says, man, I wish I would have waited. Everybody looks back and wishes they would have started sooner. So get started now, guys. You all have a great day, and we will see you later.